Hey, what's going on? Welcome to my channel, Days in Luck. My name is Spade Parkland. Thank you for clicking on the video. Before we get started, according to my analytics, most of you who watch my videos are not subscribed. So don't forget to hit the subscribe and click the notification bell and make sure you select all so you don't miss out on any of my uploads or live streams when I do go live. Also, please thumb up the video and hit the super thanks if you want to donate and support the channel. You can also support by sending donations through Cash App, that's $Spade Parkland. Join the channel membership by clicking the join button that's to the left of the subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on members only perks. Please hit share and share everywhere, including your YouTube community tab. After you're done watching, I'll see you in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Donald Trump Jr. has said that the reason why Diddy was arrested was because there were celebrities on his tapes and at his freak-offs, and Diddy being arrested was to coerce celebrities into endorsing Kamala Harris.
Very exciting, very adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, that's interesting. While Donald Trump Sr. was running for office, he got arrested and convicted of 34 felony counts of falsified business records. And they were hoping that him being a felon would keep voters from wanting to vote for him, which we know that didn't happen. Before you all get mad at me saying that black people are the reason why Trump got into office, that's actually not true. According to the Associated Press, which is very reliable, majority of black people voted for Kamala Harris. Then you had half and half between white people giving it to Kamala and Donald Trump, and that's by race or ethnicity. 83% of black voters collectively supported Kamala Harris. 16% of black voters supported Donald Trump. That 16% that supported Donald Trump is not what made the difference. 55% of white voters supported Donald Trump. 43% of white voters supported Kamala Harris. 56% of Latino voters supported Kamala Harris. 42% of Latino voters voted for Donald Trump. 55% of another race supported Kamala Harris. 41% of another race supported Donald Trump. Percentage-wise, Trump had more voters as far as white voters. These are based off percentages. There's more people who identify as white and Latino than identifying as something else. There's not enough black people to make a significant amount to overturn people who identify as white, because it could be someone who's white Hispanic, someone who's from Afghanistan, from Asia. Most people who are not black or Latino identify as white. So every race is always going to be about the white vote. Majority of white people voted for Trump. White, Latino, Caucasian, white, Irish, Italian, majority of them voted for Trump. If you do want to blame, let's say, black men, you could say that the black men who didn't vote could be responsible. But all in all, majority of black people, like we traditionally have done, 83% of black people who voted supported Kamala Harris. Black people have always voted Democrat. Where I was at, there were people outside of polling stations saying, don't worry about this, don't worry about that, turn your brain off and vote Democrat. I know you might not believe me, but it is what it is. If you want to go to a better breakdown, men by race, 74% of black men supported Kamala Harris, 24% supported Donald Trump. 50% of Latino men supported Kamala Harris, 47% supported Donald Trump. But those are the people who identify as Latino, white Hispanic, white Caucasian, white Irish, white Afghanistan, white Asian. 39% of them supported Kamala Harris. 59% of them supported Donald Trump. So Kamala Harris struggled with getting the men's vote. And then as far as by women, 46% of white women supported Kamala Harris. 53% supported Donald Trump. And then 89% of black women supported Kamala Harris, whereas 9% supported Donald Trump as far as black women. And then you have 60% of Latino women supported Kamala Harris. 38% supported Donald Trump. I believe that the Democrats knew that the breakdown was going to be this way because of the economy, the fact that money was going towards Israel and Ukraine and not to Americans. Also, you got inflation, high price of gas prices, high cost of food, taxes going up. The economy was the main issue, and I think the Democrats knew that. Joe Biden just had a bad economy. And then you had Kamala Harris, who was wanting to equate herself to Joe Biden, saying people who like Joe Biden vote for me because I'm just like him. He had a bad economy and made a lot of bad decisions, including how he pulled out from Afghanistan. Which is why I believe that arresting P. Diddy, knowing that the government already knew about his freak-offs and the fact that he was messing with underage teddy bears and had human trafficking going on, moving in on Diddy does not sound too far-fetched, because when it comes to Diddy's tapes, the two things we've been hearing about is the fact that he's been messing with underage teddy bears, and it's been recorded on tapes, and he has celebrities on tapes, which promoted the sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Federal prosecutors allege that Combs and his associates threatened, abused, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, which allegedly included forcing victims into engaging in recorded sexual activity, which he referred to as freak-offs. People have been knowing about this for over 10 years, but they're just now bringing charges. And I think it has something to do with Kamala, the Democrats wanting to strong arm people into supporting Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, her campaign, and the Democrats using the Diddy information, using the Diddy tapes to strong arm celebrities into not only endorsing her, but to also support her campaign financially. I think this is something that the Democrats did. You might say it's conspiracy theory. Which it could be. This could be far-fetched. It could have just been Cassie filing her civil suit, which got the ball rolling. But Cassie left Diddy years ago. And they say that she's been trying to file the civil suit, but it didn't go anywhere. And then all of a sudden it went somewhere. And I think it went somewhere because she started to have push from a more powerful source, which got her through the blockade and enabled her to be able to file the civil suit. And when Diddy settled with her over the course of a few days, because his companies decided to settle with Cassie because she was an employee, I think the reason why they didn't give her the runaround anymore or strong arm her is because of a larger entity or a larger people in play to help Cassie. And it could well be Kamala Harris and her campaign and the Democrats. It makes sense. I'm not going to just rule out anything because no one can really give a logical argument as to how Cassie was trying to file something against Diddy for years. And then all of a sudden in 2023, now the ball's rolling.
D's nuts.
Because Donald Trump was railroaded with the federal charges and he's now a convicted felon and he has all those felonies. Because he feels like he was railroaded, Donald Trump Jr., in my opinion, is sending a dog whistle out that if Diddy is convicted in 2025, while Donald Trump is in office, he more than likely, in my opinion, will give Diddy a pardon. That would be horrible because Diddy does deserve to be in prison in the due time, and his victims do deserve to be made whole through restitution. However, if he is pardoned, not only will that allow him to be free to terrorize victims, to continue to do what he's been doing for years, I think that will make it to where justice won't be served.
Game over.
Donald Trump Jr. says that the celebrities who were endorsing Kamala were doing so for payment or because they were on Diddy's party list. He says we're seeing an unprecedented amounts of pay for play again. None of it is organic and it's a paid influencer operation. Well, as we can see based off the results of the election, the celebrities don't have the star power they used to have. Most people get their information from podcasts, social media influencers. And when the Democrats had their national convention, the way that they did influencers, having them in a small section in the back, not with the regular press, to be able to actually do what they do to help Kamala Harris gain the influence that she was needing from the influencers, to me, that just showcased how there was a lack of respect for social media. And Donald Trump was able to leverage that to his advantage. He went on the Joe Rogan podcast and he went to other places that were covered on social media. Kamala Harris was trying to take a page out of the book of people like Hillary Clinton, who lost to Donald Trump, and take a page from Barack Obama. Whereas when Barack Obama had his campaign in 2008, he leveraged social media. He didn't rely on simply celebrity endorsement. So Donald Trump Jr. says the celebrities who aren't getting paid are getting probably paid in another way because they're either on Epstein list or a Diddy party list or both. He says, we all saw that how magically Diddy got busted and all of a sudden everyone's endorsing the Democrat just out of nowhere. Donald Trump Jr. presented no concrete evidence to support this claim or to tie any celebrities to Combs. We won't know any of that until the actual trial begins. And then even the stuff with the trial is under a gag order and sealed. So we won't find out about anything until the trial is over with and it becomes public information. He says Taylor Swift endorsed President Joe Biden in 2020 before encouraging fans to vote for Harris this year. Beyonce, who spoke at a Harris rally, also endorsed the president 4 years ago. The same goes for Cardi B, Demi Lovato, Jennifer Lopez, John Legend, Madonna, and dozens of other big names. And this was just hours to go until voting centers closed this election day. It was a red wave as far as the general election for president. So all the celebrities did nothing to move the needle. And I think things such as Kamala Harris using black scent at rallies, talking like a Baptist preacher, her dodging questions, not answering anything directly, her openly saying she's not going to do anything, we're just black people, being argumentative and combative when she had the Fox News interview. There's a whole host of different reasons why the Democrats should have just had a primary and let the Democrat voters vote for the front runner since Biden decided to step down. Nobody wanted Kamala. People who were supporting Kamala were supporting her because she's a woman. That's their choice. They also said that she was black. But all in all, people just did not want Trump to be in office, and he's the president again. So it is what it is. And just hearing everybody go off the deep end and crash out is crazy to me.
Emotional damage.
What do you think? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share to your social media, subscribe, click the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.
Cash App $
Spade Parkland.
We're going to start getting some work done, family. So please get them donations in. Get them in. $ Spade
Parkland.